strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover.
No, easy, hold on. Stop!
As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them. As America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against a culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how.
What the fuck?
By refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
Buzzin', what is up with Tarantino, man?
What?
What happened to him?
People say I got a real twisted sense of humor.
He looks like he should be on the back of a $10 bill.
Oh my God.
Royce Lopez.
I don't know what it is about him.
Hola, me llamo Royce.
Maybe I'm sick of hearing about him.
Yeah, I don't like hot ham.
Maybe it's his face. He's a punchable face.
You wouldn't download a pig, would you?
He's done nothing to me. He's probably a nice guy.
I don't care.
I don't know what it is about the guy.
Big Cranberry has been lying to you.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast.
He looks like he should be flying a kite with a fucking key on it.
Brendan says he hasn't been able to use the N-word for a while. That's the source of his youth.
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce.
Hi guys. What are you queers doing?
Having gay sex
Are you queering down?
with, other dudes.
Yeah, you queers.
Gay sex.
Welcome to this show. It's Revenge of the Cis. We're live on YouTube. We are soon to be. We're getting bumped up on Rumble. We're going to be whatever number we were. We're going to be one. number up
yeah,
now.
at least one up because of
Congrats to the new deputy director
dude.
of the FBI.
Hey, by the way, shout out to Bongino. He is a good dude. He's always been really nice to us. And
now we're going to go after these turkeys in the deep state.
Yep. So
You see how? Did you see everybody already like complete Jew spurging out over
About what?
this
No.
over Bongino?
Okay, what's the problem now?
Because they dug up a clip where
Here
he
we
was,
go.
They dug up a clip from like Timcast or something where he's talking about Epstein, and he's like, "Yeah, he definitely worked for like foreign intelligence, but like, we don't know which one."
Yeah, I knew that. He had said something similar to that on his show too. But also, my point is this, right? All right, man. Listen, we all agree the Jew stuff, fine, okay, cool. But like, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
Do you supposed to work in within the system, or just fucking? What are we doing? You
Is
know?
Bongino supposed to rant and rave about tunnels or?
exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's Top Lobster's job.
No, what we're supposed to do is nuke our foothold in the fucking Middle East. That's where our fucking value of our dollar comes from. You goddamn juiceburg retards.
The level of stupidity here. But here, guys, this is what we're talking about. I'm sure you. By the way, good friend, buddy of mine. I DM'd him a little congrats.
Yeah, how come he's never done the show?
Busy guy, deputy director of the FBI. Doesn't got time.
I mean, he just got that job.
Because he knew it.
Oh, because he was prepping for that job?
Honestly, real reason.
He was prepping for that job for 2 years?
Real reason. I just never asked.
That's true. See, because Royce didn't want to presume on their friendship.
I didn't. Now that I know that he replied to me with a thanks, bud. We're friends. Yeah.
Another headline from last night is that President Trump announced that former Fox News personality Dan Bongino.
By the way, you know what he did before Fox News personality? They do this shit on purpose, right?
I believe it was what's that? Who are the guys that protect the president?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
That elite group of special agents?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Secret Service.
All right, I can't tell you it's a secret. Deserve more.
Can we at least admit the FBI, if anything, would be a downgrade from the Secret Service?
Hear me out. If Biden would have seen it, it would have been the Victoria's Secret Service. That would have been fun.
No, but they're saying former Fox personality like Brian Kilmeade was named deputy director of the FBI. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that would be retarded.
Pete Ducey is the new head of the CIA. Peter Ducey will be the new head of the CIA.
Kilmeade would be the funniest, though, because we all established what an
fucking
idiot is.
boomer, dude. He's such a dumb boomer. Oh, there you go.
Bongino will be second in command to lead the FBI. This is the latest in a series of Trump's controversial picks for high-profile.
This one is probably one of the least controversial in terms of he has a background
Yeah,
in this.
so
Like, he's
this
not-
guy, by the way, this guy already has a security clearance.
Yeah.
Like, we're actually saving money on paperwork with this guy.
That's a good point. He does have a security clearance.
File law enforcement roles. Trump named Bongino as deputy FBI director yesterday.
Also,
to note,
he's not even like, you could, obviously his politics are now conservative, but he protected Obama. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not, I don't know. This one's not that controversial to me, okay?
that job is traditionally held by a career FBI agent. In fact, it's believed.
And, you know, Danny Boy, our boy Danny likes to party. That incident at the West Palm Beach club when he was hanging out.
Oh, that's
and they
right.
were asked to leave.
That's hilarious.
Which, by the way, makes me like him more. Okay?
This is the first time a political appointee got that post. He is a former secret.
He's basically just another Mersh, a New Yorker who's been in Florida too long and is doing Florida shit now.
Yeah,
that's basically what he is. Yeah.
Getting drunk, leaving his gun at a bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, oh, sorry about that.
Service agent and NYPD officer, though he has never served in the FBI.
So?
As a pro-Trump
Listen
podcast.
to this cope, though. I mean, okay, fine, whatever. He personally protected the president as part of the Secret Service. But, like, come on.
He has advanced a number of baseless theories.
Wow, they are fucking hurting right now. They don't know what to do.
About the bureau he is set to lead. The appointment does not require Senate confirmation, but it's.
I just don't understand, man. I just remember, like, even when I was young, there was partisanship when I was young in the news. Sure, there always was, somewhat. But I remember there was this level of, like, we're going to just report the story. and nobody does that anymore. It's literally all like
it's all snark.
Yeah.
They just insert all this snark.
Already receiving real backlash. Here's how one former FBI official reacted to Bongino's new role.
Who is it?
Saying in part, quote, "This is really concerning."
Who's Christopher O'Leary?
Any hope that Cash, meaning Cash Bell, the FBI director,
I don't know, a guy who doesn't work at the FBI anymore, but you know who does?
Dan Bongino?
And at a higher pay grade.
At a higher pay grade. So that's a good point.
could be steered by having experienced leaders around him is out the window. We now
By the
have
way,
two
you heard that? Could be steered by having. So basically, what they did to Trump his first term, when they put people around him they did whatever he wanted them to do. They thought that the same thing was going to happen with Cash. They were going to get some neocon in there, and instead they brought the fucking Rumble guy over.
They want to go back to the good old days of generals telling the Chinese behind the president's back. Don't worry, we're not going to tell them any of this.
Remember that?
Conspiracy
Yeah,
theorists.
I remember the literal treason, Royce.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Election deniers running our premier law
election.
Yeah, that was
deniers?
General Millie Bobby Brown, right?
Millie Bobby, yes.
Okay.
enforcement and intelligence agency. That is beyond problematic. And Caddy,
problematic.
That's a word that grown men shouldn't be using.
Bongino is repeatedly on his podcast calling for the dismissal of any agent who had anything to do with some of the Trump investigations.
Okay, based.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, keep going.
Including the lawful with a warrant FBI search of Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, lawful with the warrant, the lawful with the warrant, lawful with what? Because, again, they've been using that cope, right? And I heard there was a report that leaked from the FBI that now that Bongino and Cash are in there, they've been just firing agents and they're going through all the agents.
Oh,
And
no.
there's some that are fearing legal repercussions because they're saying, and this has come out, they're saying that they know they did things that were illegal, but the defense they're using is like, well, we had warrants, but also the warrants were obtained with illegal evidence. So now we were just following orders. Is the
we're just following orders phase?
Yes, we're following orders phase of the FBI right now, which I can't wait to see this. They're panicking and they don't know what to do with themselves.
That turned up all those classified documents a couple summers ago.
Which one? Which classified documents? Were those the ones by the Corvette in Trump's garage? That were just laying out in a
No, that
in
was
Delaware?
Biden's garage in Delaware.
Oh.
Did you see? Did you see Cash Patel? Someone had a clip of him when he was on Glenn Beck's show. It was before he got in, but he was talking to Glenn Beck, and Glenn Beck was doing like, I just don't really think that the CIA killed JFK. And Cash Patel goes like, hold on. Cash Patel goes like, I've literally seen the confidential files. He goes, I cannot say anything else, but all I'm going to say is I've seen them. And it's like, look, Cash Patel's another one's like controversial. He was in the FBI.
Did you see the evangelicals freaking out this weekend over Cash?
Oh, because he swore his hand in on some sort of Indian holy doc
instead of the Bible.
I don't care.
They're such fucking weirdos,
I don't
dude.
care. I don't care. I don't care if he fucking would have fucking sworn himself in a hand of fucking Bigham's magazine, which is a fake porno magazine from Married with Children.
Okay.
I don't care if he would have done that. If he's going to dismantle the FBI from inside.
But he's also cut from the same cloth, it would appear, as Cash Patel, a
good things.
True loyalist who embraced.
Why is a loyalist a bad thing? Why is loyalty a bad thing? It's super weird to me too.
It's also, they're not Trump loyalists. Yeah. They're all people that you fucked personally.
That's a very good point. There's some people in there that didn't even like Trump. Look, Tulsi at one point fucking hated Trump.
Yeah, a lot of these people are just, this is like an old Western, and a lot of these people are just joining the posse because they're going on a revenge ride, and that's it. We're all getting badges, and we're all going into that town, and we're going to shoot everybody that fucking wronged us.
It really is the Magnificent Seven, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're just putting together a fucking crew.
Doesn't matter if you fucking robbed the bank, stole a horse, we're gunning you down. Sorry.
We should call them the Gonna Be Suicided Squad.
Faces really sort of fringe beliefs about the
fringe
deep state.
Beliefs. Well-
what? What are the fringe beliefs, you fucking nerd?
Here's the problem, asshole, is that the majority of America voted for these fringe beliefs. So strap in, pussies.
Also, Project 2025, we're going to bring the TV show Fringe back. How do you
Let's
like that?
go.
About
I mean,
law
that's
enforcement.
probably the least thrilling part, I would guess.
I don't know.
Isn't What's-His-Face dead?
Yeah, poo. A lot of people are dead, Mersh. You got to be specific.
The black guy. Wasn't he in that show?
Yeah.
And
R.I.P.
But by the way, we immediately knew he was talking about to the black guy. Because he was the black guy.
Lance Reddick.
Lance Reddick, yeah.
about enacting retribution in the name of Donald Trump.
Yeah, this is the man who during the Kavanaugh hearings said, my entire life right now is about owning the libs. And
Good.
Fucking based. Who cares? I don't care.
You've had it coming.
Here's the difference. You guys do the same thing. The difference is he just said it out loud.
seems to have carried on that proposition throughout his career. He
Maybe you know what you guys should do? Maybe vote harder.
Yo, next time, vote super hard.
Bro, as hard as you can vote, okay? Not a lot of illegals. Not as many illegals next time, though. I'll tell you that's going to happen. Do you want to know why, Mersh?
I think, honestly, one of your biggest problems, too, is you haven't pandered to trans people enough. And I think that next time, if you triple down on that.
Yeah, let them. It's a very good point. And you know why there's not going to be as many illegal votes next election, Mersh? I watched the entire 15 minutes of Tom Homan's speech at CPAC. Did you see it?
No.
Okay.
Coming out to a rap rock generic track.
Yeah, this is the new Republican Party. It's 2005. It's 2005, Mersh. Get with it.
Yeah,
Lincoln is parking and biscuits are limp. That's what we're doing in the new Republican Party. And look, we're not in 1995 anymore. We're in 2005, guys. 2005 Republican Party. Let's go. Hey, Virgie, boot up the PlayStation. Tony Hawk's going on. We're doing
Hell
it.
yeah, dog.
Next
Hell
inauguration,
yeah. I got my
I'm saying we
TRT
get
reshade.
next inauguration, Papa Roach.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
This really feels so.
I love it.
This feels like a squirt soda commercial.
It's like
from
the royalty
2003.
It's like the royalty-free music I played before the show.
How you doing?
Okay, get ready.
Oh,
No. Get
I like this
fucking
guy.
ready, boys. This is fun. You're going to love it.
Look, let me start out by saying this. If I offend anybody today, I don't give a shit.
Whoa, edgy boy.
Whoa. Blah, blah, blah.
That's right. Tom Homan's here, and he's taking no prisoners. Well, unless you're Mexican.
Hold on, just
But other than
He
that,
doesn't give a care.
he doesn't give a care.
Go
Don't
down
care.
your hoot and hollering.
If I see one fucking taco in this place, I'm gonna go fucking ballistic. All right, calm down.
The media in the back room, I'm sure I'll be reading a lot of hit pieces on me tomorrow. I don't give a shit what you think about me.
Do I smell cumin? I smell cumin. Where's that coming from?
No, JD Vance's wife is just there. What?
Do you think every time like JD Vance approaches him, when he turns around and sees JD's wife, every time he goes, hello, hi.
You're a good
Next
one.
time you gotta warn me when you're gonna be behind me like that. I almost had him snatched up. Gotta warn me.
Hey, Dr. Phil, keep an eye on my 6.
Ask Vivek. I almost had him apprehended 4 times. Because it's just so Indian looking. He gets like really annoyed.
I get asked all the time, does it bother you? There's a big part of this country that hates your guts. I don't care. I don't care. Because we got a job to do. You know, I wake up every day for the last 4 years pissed
With a
off.
throbbing erection, because I'm going to arrest these Venezuelans and send them back.
That's right. I got a mobile above my head. It's got a bunch of sombreros on it. And it dangles over my bed at night. I make sure I have nightmares about these people. I wake up angry. I splash cold water in my face. It's just an angry guy. He just strikes me as a guy who takes a cold shower in the morning and wants to go get Venezuelans.
I fall asleep watching The Alamo, so I wake up filled with hate.
I relive the Mexican-American War in my head every day.
It's like Jacob's Ladder, but much more fun.
Zachary Taylor was a hero.
Hey, by the way, guys, sorry if the locals, for whatever reason, local stream didn't start, but I think if you go to locals now, the local stream should be going for you guys.
He's not sorry.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
He was telling me earlier how he wasn't sorry.
How could I didn't even know. I just find out like right now.
Because the Dryden administration took the most secure.
The Dryden administration did
I
that.
had the Dryden administration.
Secure border in my lifetime and unsecured on purpose. Right? I worked for 6 presidents
It
starting
is
with
kind of
Ronald
funny.
Reagan.
Like
Every
one of
president
the most
ever worked.
miraculous things about this,
Sorry.
One of the most miraculous things about this administration has been Tom Homan. It never has there been a better example of like what happens when you just make people do their jobs.
Yeah.
It's like they just flipped a switch. I mean, literally, the immigration thing has been just like the water thing in California. They literally just went with a court order and turned on a switch. And they were like, hey, there's water again. This is fucking crazy.
Worked for took steps to secure the border. Even Clinton and Obama took steps to secure the border because they clearly understood you can't have national security without border security. They got it. Joe Biden's the first president in history of the nation who came into office.
Actually, Tom, correction. Obama ran on border security.
Can I take it a step further? Mm-hmm. Obama ran on a wall.
Oh yeah, and the border security thing, and all that, and he deported a bunch of people.
But Obama was the first president in history to bang a drum about building a wall. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's why I always joke when you're like the Trump wall, and I'm like, technically it's the Obama wall.
And he was against gay marriage.
Yeah, based.
Unsecured the border on purpose. So for 4 years, I wake up every day pissed off. That changed November 5th.
So he does.
Now I wake up every day excited because I work for the greatest president of my lifetime, Donald J. Trump. For 4 years, we had over 10.5 million illegal aliens at our border.
How many now?
They released nearly 8 million into the country illegally. We had a 600% increase in sex trafficking of women and children. We had a record number of known suspected terrorists and people
Yeah,
on
but
terrorist.
honestly, to be fair, it was up 600% because before that was COVID.
Yeah, there was COVID, so it was down, so it was a surge.
So you're taking advantage of the economic
Yeah,
numbers.
you know what?
This is just like when people say jobs went up.
Identical, actually.
Russia's crossing the border. Under Trump, we had 14 in 4 years. Under Joe Biden, just shy of 400. Think about that for a moment. What Joe Biden did to our border was create the most...
If I was them, I'd have RFK go up right after. Like, that would just really piss everyone off.
significant public safety and national security vulnerability in this nation's history. But guess what? We got one badass president now who's going to come in and going to take care of this border.
Limp Bizkit playing at CPAC when?
Should have been yesterday.
Well,
already
give it the
happened.
Russia talks pretty soon.
True.
How about
you know
this?
who's still on a
Bizkit,
kill list?
Limp Bizkit, a fucking a concert to heal old wounds in Moscow.
Look.
Or better yet, St. Petersburg, because it sounds like a Florida city.
Yeah.
Although Limp Bizkit's retarded, so they would probably show up to our St. Pete
Yeah.
and be like, damn, I thought the concert was here. No, Russia, you fucking idiots. Oh, man, we're never going to get there in time.
Had value.
So did you see Joy Reid was
Jeez.
fired?
Yeah, I heard the bad news.
They fired her. They fired her. But look, she took it well with dignity and grace.
My show had value. And
My show, not really. If your show clearly had no value.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Because the Trump administration, because they're scared of the Trump administration, these racist ass crackers at MSNBC got rid of me.
Well, she could just go back to being in Drew Hill. I don't see what the big fucking deal is.
That's not
These are
Cisco.
the thong songs.
It isn't Cisco.
Well, yeah, Cisco's the stage name. Joy Reid is Cisco, obviously.
That's-
we all know that.
They're not the same person.
Yeah, I mean, for real? This wasn't the Wild Wild West person.
No, because honestly, I would respect Cisco's opinions on geopolitics.
Me too. Me too.
My show had value. And that,
Apparently not to the advertisers.
Right. I believe that term, there's a term for that. Worthless?
Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, you could say that you were like, speaking truth to power and upsetting the system. Like Tucker Carlson, for instance. Massive pain in the ass at Fox.
Yes, true.
They hated his guts.
They fired him over the Ukraine stuff.
And the reason they didn't get rid of him was because he provided value to the advertiser. Like, they couldn't get rid of him. You were easily gotten rid of because they're like, this is fine.
We could replace you with an infomercial and make money.
We could replace you with an information kiosk.
I'm sorry.
Would they fill a time slot? Fill a time slot with TNA Impact?
We'll replace you with Chris Hayes in blackface.
Is that what you
I
want?
fucking dare me, bitch.
Say we won't.
I would watch that.
Yeah. We would all watch
Oh, yeah,
that.
are you kidding me?
I would watch the shit out of that.
That what I was doing.
Damn, they didn't even value enough to get you like a real mic. You're using a USB mic.
That's her. No. They didn't get her anything, sir. That's her house where she does her podcast from. And she didn't get herself a good mic.
All right.
And it's funny. You know it's in USB mode because the lights are green on it.
Yeah, no, I know how these work.
I got an idea, Joy, and this is just a thought. But what if you sold plates?
For her lip? For her bottom lip?
Like hot plates of cooked food, like they do in the hood.
I thought you meant like for her bottom lip.
Sell plates. Go ahead. I know a lot of unemployed black women that have had to sell plates before.
Hey, look, you look like you're from Wakanda. Have some nose bones.
Bro,
That's right. Today we got some rib tips, and then we got some mac and cheese.
I give her 3 months, and she'll be selling fruit roll-up wrapped pickles.
Wrapped pickles, yes.
Hold
let's
on,
go.
Hold on. Hold on.
Coolicles.
She looks like the end of every body cam video where some black woman's weave falls off.
Yes. In the back of the car, screaming, crying.
Mm-hmm.
I have this chick near me on Facebook that sells plates of weed cookies.
Oh, that's
and,
kind of
weed
cool.
shit.
That's cool.
You know they have cum in them, right?
Probably. I don't buy them. They're black people things.
I miss the good old days when people would just like, because nowadays, like if you get edibles, it's always like the shit from the dispensary or the store, and it's always super expensive. Like I miss the good old days when a motherfucker would just like amateur measure that shit out.
Right.
Like sometimes you get shitty ones, sometimes you get the most powerful ass weed brownies on the planet, and they were never like consistent in the potency. When people just come through with cookies and brownies, you'd be like, oh yeah, let me get like a cookie and a brownie, and you would just get whacked on them.
By the way, here's how you know that her show had no value. I'll use Tucker as the comparison, like you did it, but in this way, when Tucker was fired, they've asked him like, what do you think about that? He goes, he never cried, he never did this, he never coped. He goes, I believe if a company doesn't want you to work there, they have to fire. He goes, I don't care because I'm not going to sue them. I don't care. And you want to know why he didn't care or he didn't cry? Because he knew that he had value. Mm-hmm. So when he left, he's making more money now, right, than he did on Fox because his have value. The reason you're crying is because you can't go on your own. Did you not see, what is it called, Lemon Drops? Is that what that fucking Don Lemon's show's called, like Lemon Drops? I'm not kidding you. Yeah, something like that. Right?
Lemon Party.
I was going to say he missed the most obvious one.
By Lemon Drop, I think is what it's called. But no one's watching him because you don't have anything after this. Where are you going to go? You're going to start a podcast? No one's going to listen to you because the problem is your numbers are already juked anyway. But if you start a podcast, for what? Who's going to listen to you?
You could hack into the televisions at the airport.
Yeah, you could do that.
Well, okay. So his show is called The Don Lemon Show, but when he uploads a clip, he calls it a lemon drop.
That's what it is. Boom.
Should have been the Don Lemon Party.
The Don Lemon Party.
That would have been a great name for the show.
Have value. And in the end, I'm sorry, I try not to cry on TV. And I think this is kind of like me on TV.
No, it's not.
Hercules.
Here's why it's not like on TV. Because on TV, they don't record their entire podcast through a Zoom screen. Or actually have your producer do it because you don't know how to do it. Because The Zoom
Just the
thing's on the.
logo.
By the way, she won't even pay for premium.
I was going to
Zoom.
say, you know, if you just pay for the premium,
The Zoom thing at the bottom
you
goes
get rid of
away.
the logo.
But she didn't because she can't afford it on the count of being unemployed. Look at that face. Beautiful. Don Cheadle looking ass bitch.
She is not an attractive woman.
She also said, that's not fair. You're not being fair.
Not being
You're
fair.
not being
Buck
fair.
Swope. She's got that cowboy hat
Yeah.
on.
So I apologize. And then it mattered. I see Karen is
You're the Karen.
there, and she's been texting me as well. And so what I will just say is that in the end, thank you.
What?
Where I land is that the moment that of guilt that I felt that I went hard on so many issues, whether it was the Black Lives Matter issue.
Which you were wrong, and all of them are panicking and had to sell their home because of all the fraud. Remember all the people that have been. Notice we don't talk about Black Lives Matter anymore?
Because it was rife with fraud. It was so bad at the end.
Issues of a young baby or a mom or a dad that was killed, or when we opened up people's eyes to the fact that Asian Americans were being targeted and not just black folks, that or went hard for immigrants
Who
who've
was
done
targeting
nothing
the
but come to
Asians?
this country like my parents did and try to make a life and defended them, or whether we've talked about what the president is doing that is subversive to the Constitution.
Ma'am.
What is the Constitution to you, ma'am?
Well, she should keep her Constitution and not cry. Let me see here. There's something I wanted to play because I thought it would be fun. Only because, like, to really have fun because she got fired. Somebody made a super cut the moment that Joy Reid, well, MSNBC in general, found out Trump was going to win. Have you seen this?
No.
It's fucking. I saw it this morning for the first time.
I'm sure we've all seen, I'm sure, bits and pieces of it, but not this.
The way
super
it's cut, it's perfect. Watch.
Trump has now taken the lead in Bucks County.
NBC News now projects that in the battleground state of Georgia in the presidential race, Donald Trump has prevailed. The Republican Party will control the United States Senate. This is live from Howard University in Washington, D.C.
We still have votes to count. We still have states that have not been called yet.
Just clinging to it.
We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted. Thank you all.
Can we just point out a little thing that I always like to point out? The only 2 times in history that a woman made the general election and lost, they didn't even have the decency to go out and speak to their people. Remember, Hillary did it first,
Yep.
Kamala did it second. You notice, like, men will come out and go, all right, look, guys, at least they'll say go home. We're going to wait till the morning. We'll figure it out. But they won't even come out and address these people that have been there all day.
You would think Kamala would take it on the chin because she's so good at it. Come, Virgie.
Yeah, because she used to.
Yeah, I
suck dicks.
got the joke.
She probably still does.
She probably still sucks penises, but not for jobs.
A short and to-the-point statement from Cedric Richmond, the Harris campaign co-chair.
not coming
We now
out,
see them
boys.
turn as one to start to leave the grounds.
The evening was getting increasingly somber as people realized
Somber.
what this map is looking like. They turned off the TV set.
Oh, you were
and
at the wrong party. See, where I was at, everything was lit.
They turned off the TV sets because
That's
They
pathetic.
turned off the
but
TV
isn't
set.
that like just a perfect microcosm for what these lefties are? As
Yeah.
soon as it's not going their way, they just hide and shut their ears. and their eyes.
No, I don't want to see it.
just piped up the music because the room was starting to get increasingly somber.
You know, we always knew it was going to be down to the blue wall.
How
and the
great
blue
would it be if that night they're like, all right, and everybody's like, oh man, and they're like, shut the TVs off, play some music, get the DJ going, and literally they shut off all the losing news, and all of a sudden it's just like, party rock is in the house tonight.
Yes.
And everybody's all sad, just having their champagne. Like, this sucks.
to be down to the blue wall, and the blue wall is still uncalled at this point. But it sounds like the Harris campaign is sort of keeping things tight in terms of whether or not they're going to string people along into thinking this is going to happen.
What they went to that venue tonight hoping to see and witness was a
Wow, that's the best Jen
historic
Psaki's ever
election
looked.
of
And she
Kamala
still
Harris
doesn't look good.
to the presidency. Was the end of the Trump era as they knew it.
But what happened instead?
And so we don't know the outcome yet, but that
We did. We did.
I'm from the future.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's not good for you. For you, I mean, it's great for us.
That is not what they are receiving, and they are being told to go home and wait till
And get your fucking shine box.
Now they say we can all go home.
tomorrow.
And nothing
There
that
you
was
go.
true yesterday about how flawlessly this campaign was run is not true now. I mean, this.
If it was flawless, she would have won.
How is it flawless?
Really was
Well,
an
she explains it.
historic, flawlessly run campaign. Queen Latifah never endorses anyone.
Wow. No, you know what? Honestly, when you put it that way.
Wait.
How did Queen Latifah not swing the election?
Khadijah from Living Single?
What year is this?
I told you 2005.
Dude, did you see when right after the election too, one of my favorite clips was Kathy Griffin literally saying, like, the day Trump won, she was like, you know, in tears, and she's like, I just don't believe it. I don't believe how this happened. And then out of nowhere, she starts going, you know, it probably would have helped if, like, Taylor Swift had done, like, I don't know, like a rally in Pennsylvania, like for Kamala, and then blah, blah, blah. And it's like, they're so out of
Yeah.
touch. Like, they really thought a Taylor Swift Pennsylvania rally was going to turn
Oh, she
things
brings
around.
up the Swifties, too.
She came out and endorsed. You know, I mean, she had every prominent celebrity voice. She had the Swifties. She had the Beehive. Like, you could not have run a better campaign.
In Western Europe.
You could have.
You could
A
have.
winning one.
By not alienating.
Hold on, this woman's going to ask for every manager in the tri-state
Yeah,
area.
right. No, but like you could have. That's how God, when you listen to how insanely out of touch they are. They're like they had Beyonce, they had Taylor Swift, they had every like common person that's relatable. I don't know why they didn't gain any ground in the Midwest.
Bill Gates was on their side.
I don't know why they. And then they're literally
George Soros.
And then there's literally Hispanics that are like, yeah, I cannot afford eggs.
Uh-huh.
I just want to get eggs.
And honestly, bro, I listen to Keith Urban now.
And also, like, there's a lot of illegals in my neighborhood, and I don't feel safe.
And in the UK and in the Middle East, people are waking up to this.
Oh, and they are.
I've gotten people from Western Europe who are extraordinarily alarmed
Yeah, they should be.
and terrified.
May I reiterate, there are two
Eastern Europe should be even more worried.
of the 7 swing states that have been called by NBC News right now, which is Georgia and North Carolina. None of the other 5
Does
states.
anybody else
have been-
notice now? So Rachel Maddow obviously had LASIK.
Yeah.
But now Rachel Maddow, without the glasses, she blinks as much as Jim Norton. It's
Yeah.
disturbing. It's like, put the glasses back. I never noticed how much you blinked until you lost the glasses. And now she's like, she's like twitching like Jim Norton, like she's having a seizure.
Have been called at the
That's actually not true, though, because Rachel Maddow gets more pussy than Jim Norton now, that's for sure.
That is true.
this point, you can see this is the battleground states, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and
Who
Wisconsin.
would you rather go drinking with, Jim Norton or Rachel Maddow?
Rachel Maddow.
Rachel Maddow, right?
Can I tell you why?
Because you have a chance to fuck her?
Probably, yeah, because it's
Yeah.
all lesbians.
That's my reason for Jim Norton.
You literally, you might have, with some lesbians, like the less than symbol.
Yeah.
Like a less than 1% chance.
But there's a chance.
It's like the meme, like, it's very unlikely you'll get killed by a duck. And
But
then it's
it's
like
not zero?
unlikely, but not zero. Like you could have a chance. No, I'll tell you why I would rather drink with Rachel Maddow. She has more Tucker Carlson stories.
True. 100%.
Like, what was he like when he was a young buck? Come on, he was a wild man, right?
In the so-called blue wall, none of those states called by NBC News. In the swing state of Pennsylvania, NBC News now projects that presidential contest has been won by Donald Trump. It presents an insurmountable future here for Kamala Harris and for the Democratic ticket. Let's watch as Trump takes the stage in Palm Beach, Florida.
She got fucking murdered in this election. And never forget it.
We overcame obstacles.
Okay, I don't want to hear this song, but we get it. Trump won. I don't know if you guys know that.
I'm loving this.
Hold on. We got some more. Did you see? Did we play? I don't remember if we played. It might have been off.
We did not play this.
Okay.
I think this popped up like before we were on the. Yeah, I think this was like right after Friday's show, maybe or during.
Yeah.
President Trump sparring with Maine's governor during an event at the White House on Friday. The exchange occurring when Trump was discussing his executive order banning transgender athletes from women's sports.
Are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a really easy one.
Frankly, I live in court. I was born in court. I was delivered by a bailiff.
I didn't see a subpoena till I was already a man.
Oh no, court. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that.
Yeah, I was only a real estate guy in New York. How am I going to handle court? That's a good point. He's been in court his whole life.
Yeah, take him to New York. I bet you in the New York courts, he probably knows everybody's name, like Saul Goodman.
Yeah, what do you want?
How you doing, Bobby? How are things? How's your kid doing?
Good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one.
Uncomfortable moment.
Yeah, what are you going to do, Maine?
He's joining me now from.
Is that where Stephen King got hit by a car?
Name one significant thing about Maine that isn't lobster.
Stephen King got hit by a car there.
Okay, well,
there's two things.
Oh, good.
Now.
So Maine famously also can't finish the job.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I was about to say. So you're telling me that famously Stephen King survived a car crash in Maine?
He did, and he
Maine
made
sucked.
it. That's why but to be fair, the car hit him because he made that fucking book about cars coming alive, and the car got pissed. Like, bro.
Yeah, dude.
You know
Don't
what?
talk
Fuck
shit.
off, Maine. Fuck you and your lobsters. I like crab cake better anyway.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
And as long as we keep Maryland into the equation, we'll be all right.
More is constitutional law expert Robert McMurder. He is
I'll tell you what, he's not a hairline expert.
A lawyer named Robert McMurder. Wow, I'm glad you got into constitutional law.
Well,
'cause
his
criminal defense would have been bad.
His name was initially Jerry Killer, but he changed it.
Criminal defense and civil
With
rights
us is
lawyer
Robert McSexual Assault. All right, that's a weird name.
in Arizona. Robert, thanks for joining us on this. Maine's governor was fairly clear about challenging the legality of the executive order banning transgender athletes from competing. What's the legal precedent on this? Does it favor the state or the federal government?
The federal government.
Cases like this.
Well, no, here's the thing, though. But Trump was pretty upfront. Like, yeah, if you're going to fight me on the bill, even if you win, you just won't get any federal funding.
Yeah.
So
He doesn't have... This is the thing with federal funding. You don't have to get it.
Trump said it would be fairly easy. He's right. It'll be fairly easy against him.
Explain, Robert McWhitter.
Look, Congress allocates these monies to be spent, and the president, under the Constitution, must faithfully execute the laws, must take care to faithfully execute the laws, the laws that Congress has passed and Congress has appropriated money for. And he can't just decide, because he wants to make a point with the governor of Maine on transgender athletes, to not give money to Maine that's been allocated by Congress.
Okay, but let's go to the other side of it. Can the governor of Maine disregard a federal law or a federal executive order? Or can't she do that?
See, here's the thing, bud, is that he didn't even change anything. All he did was make the legal definition in the federal government of gender a man and a woman.
Yep.
Budget.
So Title IX doesn't apply to trans anymore. Fucking, you can't do it. Sorry.
Can I show you something?
It's not allowed.
I went. Let me grab something here. Where is it? I went walking around Epcot this weekend, and I gotta show you the person that we took a picture of. Hold on, here it is. Because the trans stuff reminded me. With the mini ears and everything.
Oof.
What do you think, guys? Huh?
Look, Disney, I know you guys need to make money and everything, right? But, like, you should just ban all adults from this park.
Yeah, but she's hot, right? At least she's hot, right? Batty?
That is frightening.
That is very scary.
I think you should just ban all adults.
Oh, real quick.
Including Royce, who
Fuck off.
only just goes there to walk around and eat at the restaurants.
No.
But everyone's banned.
No.
No more adults. No more of this fight. It's for kids.
This was funny. Check this out. Do you see this? How much did you spend drinking around the world at Epcot? Hold on.
I don't know. The answer to that is I don't know.
That's really fucking funny.
You see, the good thing about ranch water is it's like 95% tequila. So even if there was a little bit of fluoride in the ice, it would kill it.
I hate how good Pessy's
It's so
fucking
good.
RFK is.
Genocide Circus.
I don't know how you do that, cutting yourself off.
It's gotta
talking
hurt.
thing.
It's gotta hurt. There's no way it doesn't hurt.
Nah, dog.
Genocide Circus. I think they're talking about the classified documents the FBI agents deliberately placed on the floor haphazardly before taking pictures of them to make it look like Trump just threw them around. Oh, yeah, those documents. Yes, you're right. Genocide Circus again with $2. If the next nominee can't score at least $1 million in Trick Attack on Tony Hawk 2, we don't want them. And Timothy says, for $5, here, take $6 million. That figure might be exaggerated a little. It was only $5. Genocide Circus. Oh, Genocide
always
Circus.
$6
Can't wait for Joy to show up with Swerve and Prince Nana on Dynamite next week. Tom Rose Mercedes. Do her tears taste like Kool-Aid? Oh. Scarface. Tucker has literally been fired from CNN, MSNBC, and Fox, and he's still laughing. Genocide Circus. Remember how fast they changed the narrative to Asians are getting attacked by blacks because they're racist too, so it's their fault. Yeah, remember that? We really stopped talking about Asian hate once they
Stop
started
Asian Hate
realizing-
was the funniest movement ever.
Yeah.
That was so funny when that was going on. And then they just kept showing these blurred out images of things. It's
Yeah.
like, wait, but what's that guy? Describe the guy.
What does he look like? We want to know what he looks like.
Never forget, they tried to gaslight the entire country for a year straight that whites were just going out in roving gangs. Like it was like some kind of fucking cartoon about racism. We were just jacking up Asians left and right.
Okay, do you want to see one of the funniest videos I've ever seen? Did you see this guy? Trolled Alec Baldwin in real life.
Is
as
that
Trump.
Jason?
This is yes.
That's Jason. I know him. Jason Scoop. I know him.
How do you know him?
He's the guy who I originally was copying from my Trump impression.
Well,
this is Jason. He's from Long Island. I know his.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to have you watch it. How's that sound? Just I want you to just see it. I'm not going to say anything. Get ready.
Alec, it's your favorite president. Look, Alec, I will offer you a total pardon because I want to be friends, right? I want to be friends. I will give you a total pardon for murdering that woman if you kiss the ring. Kiss the ring, Alec.
This is awesome.
What do you think?
And by the way, I happen to personally think that Jason is a douche.
Uh-huh.
Like I've known Jason long time from Long Island and comedy and shit. Hey, bravo, sir. This might be your magnum opus.
Oh,
holy shit!
Now, how do you think Alec replies?
I think with grace and humility.
Given the history of Alec Baldwin, I'm going to go with Virgie's guess.
Woman, if you kiss the ring, Alec. Kiss the big, beautiful ring. Come on, Alec. Come on, look at Alec Baldwin, right? He did that impersonation of me. It was not too hot, not too good. But look, we're back in office. You lost. Kamala lost. She's somewhere getting intoxicated. Look at that suitcase. Unbelievable. Well, Alec, if you don't want that pardon for murdering that woman in cold blood,
You can
call it first degree. You can call it whatever you want, but it was not good. She's looking down on me
Can
right
I just
now,
say something?
smiling, happy. Thank you for...
Infinitely funnier is the fact that they dropped the charges and there's nothing to pardon, which makes this even funnier. There are no charges, and he's straight up saying to Alec's face, when you murdered that woman in cold blood. The balls, dude.
It'd be funny if he just shoots him.
Jason's got a giant pair of balls. I'll give him that much, man.
confronting the man who took me out, who killed me, and that's okay. Sure.
And that's okay. I really like that. That's okay. His and that's okay because Trump does do that, and that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, look, he's a tough guy. Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah,
Hey, I
this
wanna ask
look
you a
at me
question.
shit. You're an old man. I'll fucking level you.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Shoot me?
The ring. No, it's the ring.
You do realize. Yeah, the kid that you call the fat pig. Is that the kid? Because
No,
remember,
she doesn't live there anymore. That's an old adult kid.
Where does she live, in a sty?
We love the
We love the children. He's not gonna break her. I know. Yeah, Jason's not gonna break her.
children. We're doing great deals for the children.
Listen to me real careful.
Okay.
If it's a camera was here, I'd snap your fucking neck in half and break your fucking neck right there. So you know that, don't you?
So you would kill him?
I mean,
Sorry,
you've
you
already
would
got
you would murder him.
You already got away with one murder, Alec. Let's not go
You
nuts
would
here.
murder him, proving his point that you're a murderer.
See, I knew he was gonna kill again.
They get a thirst. It's like Dexter.
Yeah, the hunger, like they call it. It's
The
always
hunger.
sunny when they were
Yeah,
eating human meat.
Okay. All right, Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin, ladies and gentlemen, class act. Believe me. Believe me. Okay. Oh, he's yelling at me. I'm a citizen of this. I was born and raised in New York City. I love you, Alec. Alec, look, Alec, you don't want to attack your favorite president, Alec. Look, I love you. I love you, Alec. He's got more balls than De Niro, that I can tell you. De Niro ran away. Alec confronted. That's good. He's strong, but also he's weak because he murdered a woman. So that's
Holy
Props.
shit.
Gotta give him props. That was great. That was perfectly handled.
Wow.
Never
dude.
broke character. He
Good for
never
him.
broke character.
Yeah, he's the one. He's the one that like I gave credit to. And the African Americans. He would always do that, like really, like the accent. I did not know Jason did that. That's probably the ballsiest thing he's ever done.
Well, here you guys. I got some for you.
We are now getting our first snapshot of how Americans are reacting to President Trump's first month in office. I'm joined now by NBC's Steve Kornacki. Steve, break down these numbers for us.
Yeah, Kristen, you aren't kidding. Just in the last couple days, 5 new polls out measuring that reaction from the public. You see them right here in the headline. Polarizing a month into the second Trump presidency. You see his approval rating in 4 of these 5 polls is under 50%. In 4 of these 5 polls, his disapproval number is higher than his approval number. So by just about any historical standard, this is a low political position for a president to be in a month into his presidency, though.
No, see, the thing is, though, is that he had the highest ever approval rating at the start, so him going down a little bit ain't such a big deal.
It is worth noting that the one exception to that would be Trump himself in his first term. This, in a way, nothing new for Trump. What you're looking at here, the average of our NBC.
Here's the thing. It doesn't matter anymore. He's not running again.
Nope.
This doesn't really matter.
Polls, the first Trump presidency, 2017 to 2021. If you averaged all those together, Trump in his first term was underwater approval rating, 44-53. His absolute best mark still never got that approval number over the disapproval number. You see as low as it got. It was asked to meet their expectations. Most, though, say for all of the swirl of activity here, this is pretty much what they expected. Let's look at some specific issues here, some actions proposed.
Okay. Here we go. 83% oppose pardoning violent January 6 offenders. 51% oppose firing federal workers. 56%. So basically, where are these polls?
From Trump
One
here
was from
again,
the Washington Post,
yeah,
and the other one from the Economist.
From all of these different polls, what's the most unpopular? What's setting off alarm bells here? You can see that call to end birthright citizenship. Only 39% support there. Firing federal workers. This question asked about potentially firing hundreds of thousands. 51% oppositions. Look at this. This is the single least popular thing Trump has done in this second term. Pardoning January.
Really? Most popular thing he did to me. Here's the problem. You know what really mattered? The numbers on election night.
Yeah, you should have done all this polling beforehand.
That's the problem, because here's the thing. Even with all this coping, this is still happening.
Okay, so you want to hear how many people the surveys polled?
Sure.
The first one was 1,200 U.S. adults, and the second one was 2,600 U.S. adults out of 300 million.
And they all worked at the DMV.
Right.
In the meantime, the Trump administration is firing 2,000 workers from the U.S. Agency for International Development and putting thousands of others on paid.
Not just firing 2,000, thousands of other on paid leave.
Uh-oh, hot dog.
Leave as of yesterday. A judge ruled Friday that the White House could proceed with plans to lay off employees and close down operations overseas. The appointees in charge of
Why do we have operations overseas if it's USAID?
USAID sent an email to workers.
Thank you for at least pronouncing it right. You did call it USAID instead of USAID.
Yesterday
I call it
afternoon,
USAID because it's easier.
informing them
You guys
of
are
the
idiots for making that an acronym and then not calling it that.
layoffs and the leave. There are exceptions for people that are working on mission-critical programs as well as core leadership.
Separately, late Friday, the FDA began reversing termination notices for some employees who were laid off. Now, the employees who are considered probationary started receiving calls on Friday evening and Saturday morning from the FDA's Human Resources Department. They were informed that they could return to work and
Oh my
would
God!
receive
Imagine getting
computer
these
and
mixed signals back and forth. I would just go get another job.
Be reversed. And I saw an interesting article in the Journal today just about all of these court cases where.
Bro, let me tell you something. The Wall Street Journal really under the Trump stuff specifically, because the Wall Street Journal used to be more of the right wing, conservative, I would say. Paper.
Yeah, right. Like center right. Yeah.
It really showed under the whole Trump, how, especially with the Ukraine stuff, like how just bunch of neocons that was, and how much was USA giving money to the Wall Street Journal? I bet you it was.
I'm sure if you track enough money, it got there.
I bet you it was. Frozen was actually Pesci or Virgie. Did Frozen send you that list?
He's still alive?
No, I did not get a list.
I thought that guy died.
I asked them to send me a list of all the money that we were spending. Let me see, because he actually was going through all the all the things that
I'm muted, Royce. Oh my God, I was muted. Frozen's Flurry. It's one link up from what Mersh put in. It's like the second link from the bottom.
All right.
Wasteful government spending examples.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Sorry, man, I was muted.
All right, you ready? You ready to see some fun stuff? Because I really want to point out, I talked about it a bit on Daywave, and I even tweeted about it. But I paid my taxes this year, and you know, taxes, it always hurts when you pay your taxes. I think they're theft to begin with, right? But especially this year, when you're finding out what they've been using them, you get
it's
so
really
mad.
demoralizing.
And as a small business owner, getting hit with the tax bill, it really sucked. So, here you go. Here you go. Ready? Ready with something that they use our tax money on, Mersh? Camouflage that sticks out. The Pentagon was criticized in June 2017 for spending $28 million on licensing fees for lush green pattern on Afghan National Army uniforms. The problem, Afghanistan is 98% desert, so the bright color would stand out. Paying hipsters to stop smoking.
What?
When the NIH figured anti-smoking ads weren't resonating with young adults, they decided to go straight to the source. That's right, hipsters, or as the Commune Project calls them, a group focused on the alternative music scene and local artists and designers.
Hipsters.
Yeah, exactly. The campaign spent $5 million in federal cash on the commune-branded beer koozies and swag.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's cool. I mean, honestly, at least now I know why they need to track every fucking Venmo transaction I have.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that
over
makes sense now.
$600, yeah. Sex, drugs, and quails. The government spent at least $500,000 in federal grants to study how cocaine affects the sexual behavior of Japanese quails.
Turns out it makes them horny.
Can I eat those quails?
Case closed.
Sounds pretty outlandish, but the researchers had their reasons. They were trying to look at how cocaine abuse affects risky sexual behaviors in humans, and sex habits of quails were easy to measure in lab settings. Hamster fights. For more than 20 years, Northwestern
All right, now
University
I'm pissed.
research received National Institute of Health money to watch hamsters fight. The project reportedly received $3 million over the course of the project and $306,000 in 2015.
Can I tell you why that fucking makes me angry? Why the fuck are we wasting federal money, taxpayer money on something that could have easily been monetized. You dumb fucking idiots.
Premium live events?
Yeah, you fucking assholes. Why are we paying for this so you guys can privately watch it? We could have just had hamster fight pay-per-views.
I got
to pay down some of that deficit.
Hold on, I got some.
Or how about like Frisky Dingo? We do the bunnies with the knives
Yeah.
attached to them.
They literally wore leather football helmets with knives fucking attached to like knives.
How come you ain't buying no food? What you gonna feed this thing?
Here's another one. Tax dollars for pickleball. The Department of Interior is
yeah, dude.
apparently investing in pickleball specifically and recently provided $12 million grant for a 30-court pickleball complex in Las Vegas.
Sweet.
Thank God.
Number 2, ghost towns on the government's dime. One of those surprisingly large sources of government waste is money spent on maintaining empty, largely empty government buildings. Senator Paul Sides recent
this was a
government.
bad one.
Yeah. Most federal offices are ghost towns, with 17 out of 24 agencies using only 25% of their space. Promoting DEI among birdwatchers. The National
What?
Science Foundation recently spent close to $300,000 on what seems to be DEI initiative for birdwatchers. In yet another shining example of wasteful government spending, the National Science Foundation has decided that the world of birdwatching needs to dose out diversity, equity, and inclusion. To the end, they've approved a grant of $300,000 to create affinity groups with birdwatching societies, basically birdwatching clubs, based on the identity characteristics. The goal, they say, is to ensure that birdwatching communities are more inclusive.
No, they want to find out if birds are racist.
And I mean, honestly, I know it's like the standard take is for us to list these things off and goof on them, right? But at the end of the day, it's just money laundering. I mean, that's all this is.
Yeah,
it's
of
just
course.
money laundering. It's just, but it's so funny listening to them come up with these creative ways of explaining where the money went. Like, yeah, we need DEI and bird watching.
I just
fucking hilarious.
And it's just some state senator. It starts a nonprofit and they get fucking couple $100,000. It's like, yeah, it's washing money.
Well, I'll tell you where my money goes. Straight to johnnyapple.com.
Yo, let's go.
Promo code ROTC is going to get you 20% off all these fine products. Deep Sleep Gummies, Happy Days, Lazy Days, Mind Melds are great. Take a Mind Meld, go walking around Epcot, have a good time. I recommend you do the same if you go to johnnyapple.com. Promo code ROTC to get all their fine products. If you like it, let us know how you like them. But just make sure you use promo code ROTC to get 20%.
I love this
off.
stuff, man. You know what? It was such a hit at Halloween when I was giving this out to the kids.
Don't,
They were
no,
loving it.
do
They were
not.
loving
These
it.
are not.
Everybody
children.
was like, bro,
These are
thank you
not
so
for
much. My
kids.
kids were so chill after that.
These
They
are
went home.
not-
They went right to bed.
These are not. Do not. Johnny Apple in no way condones giving these things to children. Just want to be clear.
It'd be cooler if they did.
This is like, why?
Tell them about Patreon and Locals, Mersh.
Guys, Patreon and Locals, also a hit at Halloween. I don't know why. But you guys can go sign up for, I don't know,
You're an idiot.
$7 a month. You sign up. Here's the best part. I think Royce will agree with
Do
this.
we get money?
You give us money.
That's the best
Right off the
part.
jump. That's tight.
Oh, thank you,
That's
guys.
tight. What do you get at it? Well, you get a whole archive of shows. You get every Wednesday show, very special. I, for one, have enjoyed watching Retards Date, but I, for one, am looking forward to the new horizon, and hopefully you guys will join us. Fat, sassy, black hairstylist. ladies in
Oh, I
Atlanta.
cannot wait for that.
This is going to be great. So join us for Hoochie Mama Wednesdays.
Hoochie Mama Wednesdays.
Half of every Friday show. If you're not, you missed a movie riff last week. That was fun.
That was fun. Dude, so I honestly, Soul Plane was one of the more fun ones that we did.
Yeah. So sign up $7 a month. Patreon.com/we're not sorry or revengeofthesis.locals.com. Sign up or I'll kill you.
Guys, we'll be right back.
My God, Chris, look! The crown jewel of hotel breakfasts. The suites at the Point, at the Quahog, at the Harbor, at the Promenade, at the Goofy Squirrel.
I'm not a part of the sign, but I am a little nutty.
That's our next target.
I don't like it. I hear that breakfast buffet is like Fort Knox.
I'll figure out a way in. After all, I snuck into Brian Singer's birthday party.
Excuse me, how old are you?
Not of legal age anywhere in the world.
Have fun, tell whoever you want. Weirdly, no one cares about this.
And it's true, Brian Singer just kind of got away with that, right?
He really did.
Welcome, second hour. ROTC, if you're just tuning in, give us a like button. If you're over on Rumble, give us a like button. If you're over on YouTube, give us a like button. And if you're over on Rumble, go to YouTube and give us a like button. Give us a like. Give us a like. Give us a like. Come on, guys. You can do it. I believe in you. Let's see here. Yeah, because we're so close to being over that 1,000 mark on YouTube. I know most people still listen on Rumble, which I understand, but I'm just saying, like, man, it would be just. Yeah, I know there's nothing of actual anything other than make me feel good.
Mm-hmm. It's not even like it matters. It's just a more psychologically satisfying number.
Yeah, you guys don't want to. What? I'm sorry. I'm supposed to just edge? No. But do me a favor.
We want to come.
Head over to YouTube and just give it a quick like. So we were
and then stay over there.
We were talking about this before the show, bro. Ariana Grande. This is a problem, right?
It's beyond a problem. This breaks my fucking heart because I mean Royce has been podcasting with me for a long time. How long was Ariana Grande my go-to reference?
Oh, that was one of his top tiers.
Like whenever I'd be like, yeah, and I want Ariana Grande to blow me too, but we're not getting what we want, and like she was always my go.
Looks like you can now.
And I would decline.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Come
even.
on, Mersh. She needs the protein, bro.
Dude, I wouldn't even fuck her for the story at this point.
Well, I said she looks like the bottom of a rotisserie chicken after I eat it. You know,
which fucking killed me.
Which is true. You know what? Like
she looks like a Sphinx cat.
Yes. Yes, a hairless cat.
She looks fucking terrible, dude.
She used to be one of the baddest bitches out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Such a shame. Now, thankfully, we have the great Sabrina Carpenter now to take her place. We
For
don't
now.
need her anymore.
For now.
We got Sabrina for a couple years. She's like 26.
All right. Well, if you say so. Let's see here. Let me see. I had one specific one I wanted to play. Oh, you had sent this one. Okay. So, so just,
you actually work?
So here's the thing. I know who these guys are. So the guy with the microphone, they're this left-wing comedy troupe called The Good Liars, right?
Okay.
And their whole shtick is they go around trolling Trump people. You know, like that's their whole thing.
I've never heard of them.
Well, they have like 500,000 subscribers. My thing is, I guarantee you, we're gonna look at USA and they were probably like getting some money from. It's my guess. I don't know if that's true or not. However, they was trying to make fun of this guy. This guy was at a Trump thing and he was wearing this.
Do you actually work for ICE?
No, not at all.
Can you pause for a second? Can I point out who the other gentleman is?
Who?
The other gentleman in the ICE uniform was the guy behind Fauci that was making faces.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? It was like, the whole time behind Fauci at Congress. Yeah, that's this guy.
Explain the outfit.
It's $29.99 on Amazon.
Word.
I would recommend buying a small if you're my size. This one's a little too loose for my liking. But yeah, if you want some entertainment, wear this and go to a Home Depot in a sanctuary city like where I live right now, Washington, D.C., and you'll see all the illegals. Not all of them, but you can maybe see a lot of them start to run away. And you feel like a group fitness instructor. It's really good.
Based.
What a good line.
Based.
And you actually think that's funny?
Yeah. Hold on. Yes, that is funny. Hold hilarious. On. There's a problem with these 100% lefty comedy oriented people. Just the same as like 100% right wing comedy oriented people. You have to be objective. Like you have to.
But own
really...
this guy. Own this guy. Be funny back. Make fun of him then. Like dunk on him.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. Absolutely. What's not funny is them illegally.
There you have it, everybody.
Cuts him off right
One
away.
of the worst people I've seen here at CPAC, and that's saying something.
Look at that. But wait a minute. I thought you were a comedy guy.
What happened, comedy guy?
Why
What happened, comedy guy?
Why don't you out comedy him?
By the way, they're not funny. Any other clips are just stupid. It's you know, they're the equivalent of Ben Shapiro owning libtards. They go to toothless fucking hillbillies and pretend that every Trump supporter is that.
And then the minute they get one guy that can punch
Yeah.
back a little bit, they're like, wow, literally, yikes, the worst person ever.
And everyone, all in the comments of this guy's of the Good Liars videos, just like, I don't know, why did you post this? This is hilarious. This is not. Everyone's being like, someone's like, I'm not even political, and this is funny. Did you see who's back once again? Once again, asking for your support.
No.
Yeah, he's
No,
once
he's not.
again. Yeah, he's once again.
I am once again
No.
asking for your financial support. I don't.
No,
He did it unironically.
this is an old clip.
Brand new.
I'm calling bullshit. This has to be an old clip. He's really doing the bit.
This is not an old clip. This is a new clip. Here, you'll see. You'll hear why.
God.
I am once again asking for your financial support. I don't have to tell anybody that we're living in dangerous and unprecedented times. We are fighting now against the oligarchs, Elon Musk and the others.
Told you it was new.
Who are essentially running the government, the richest people in the world.
You're rich. You're a rich person compared to me.
Wasn't Elon Musk like a hero until, the unpleasantness?
Hey, Sheryl Crow sold her Tesla, bro, to give it to Ukraine, dude.
Did she really?
Yeah.
No.
Am I lying, Virgie?
She gave it to Ukraine?
She did money to Ukraine.
Unfortunately, we do not have many charging stations for Tesla.
Elon Musk has deactivated Starlink.
And the copper wire keeps getting stolen.
Dude, have you seen I think we covered it on this show, all the stories now of all these cities where people are just slicing the fucking main cable off? Because you don't need to rob the whole unit. That cable alone is worth so much money.
Dude. Oh my god. I mean, old habits die hard, man. And the first time I seen an electrical vehicle station, like the charging station, my fucking mouth started watering, bro. I couldn't help myself.
Authoritarianism, putting more and more power.
Authoritarianism, like making people take, I don't know, hypothetically, some sort of experimental shot.
Into his
Look,
own hands.
unfortunately, my Audi was a lease. And that lease is up.
Undermining the Congress, challenging the courts, not knowing what the Constitution is about.
How dare you? How dare you, you fucking commie?
We are right now
Yeah, what the
engaged in a
Constitution's about? How do you feel about guns?
major struggle to make sure that the Congress does not pass legislation which gives massive tax breaks to billionaires and then cuts Medicaid, education, and programs that working families desperately need.
I would rather have a tax cut.
I am going to be running around this country.
I doubt you're going to be running. Yeah, you're going to be
along with others
lurking around. You're going to be sauntering around.
To continue the fight for justice, to stand.
Well, I said this the other day, but like, I think the gayest thing a dude could say is, "I'm from Vermont." Like that's gay.
It's up
Like
there.
that's gayer than that. To me, that's gayer than I suck dick. If a guy goes, "I'm from Vermont," you're like, "Oh."
There's one thing gayer. Referring to your wife or husband as my partner.
Well, me and my partner moved to Vermont.
That's the gayest
That's
thing.
the gayest thing
Well,
you
that's
could say?
that's a compound gay statement.
That's a double K statement. Yeah.
How about me and my partner are wintering in Vermont?
Okay, well,
that's
see, that's pretty gay.
a triple. That's like a
too
fucking hat
gay.
trick of gay.
That's too gay, Pessy.
Who goes wintering?
Why would you go wintering in Vermont?
How about this? We have to get our Mpox vaccine because we're wintering in Vermont with my partner. Boom.
Now that's the gayest statement that you could get right there.
We have to get the Mpox vaccine because I'm wintering in Vermont with my partner, and he's 68 years old, my senior.
Okay, see, there you go. That's pretty gay. Now here you go. Check this out.
Well, National Museum and Archives in Fort Lauderdale could soon be forced to close its doors.
Ooh, why? Were they getting subsidized by the government?
Yeah.
Instead of like, if gays are so popular, why don't they fund their own gay shit? Oh, too busy buying poppers?
As federal funding is drying up.
Hold on, sorry.
The museum, archives, and library are considered to be one of the largest of LGBTQ history in the world. And now they're out of thousands in funding meant to pay for education.
You know what?
Why do we need a gay museum? All museums are gay. Literally every museum is gay.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Not the planetarium.
If you want the gay museum to have money, and the government's not going to give it to you. Why don't you get all these lesbian bar owners that own these sports bars that only play women's sports? Because I was told, I was, as Royce likes to say, I was credibly informed.
Yes.
That those businesses are booming.
Hear me out. Ben Stiller's new movie, Night at the Gay Museum.
Night at the Gay Museum.
All the gays come to life. And try
With
to have
African statues of boners.
And try to have sex with him.
Oh my God! And then he gets everything comes to life, but they're all like statues of Matthew
everything comes,
Shepard.
all right.
Statues of Matthew Shepard and Harvey Milk coming to life.
Erotic paintings.
Oh no! Somebody locked the Gary Glitter wing. Why does this museum have a daycare?
Oh no.
In funding meant to pay for educational programming. Staff members say the notice came in an email. The organization's
Yeah, the email said, "Hey homo, shop's closed. Moose outside should have told you."
The CEO telling local
Look at the leather pants. This is the gayest museum.
What is the? Why is it when we say things about
These
you
are
people?
Adam Lambert's pants that he wore when he actually when he played with Queen.
How come when
We
we
haven't watched
make
them.
jokes about these things, we're bad, but then when you seriously do these things, it's okay.
Adam Lambert's pants had a crotch pocket. You want to smell it?
No thanks. I'll pass.
Then why are you at the gay museum?
10, it's considering all options.
This is Freddie Mercury's cock piece from a concert he did in Wembley. We haven't watched it.
Include moving the museum to another
This
state.
has 1980s AIDS in it.
It could mean that. We would hope it doesn't mean that. And the number one reason is
CEO in this case means chief executive orifice.
it's so important to have a presence.
Did you go pray at the glory hole wall? one side's wailing.
No, how great would it be if this guy's not even gay? It's just the job he got.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not even gay, pal.
I'm an investment banker.
Yeah, I just run the gay museum. It's the only job I could get.
I crush pussy. Can I be clear?
In a place
It's like that stupid SNL sketch with the commercial.
The HIV commercial?
I found out you could get it from women, too.
Don't want you. You have to go where the fight is.
Well, Stonewall is holding a fundraising gala in.
Okay, let me ask you.
Can we not?
Kayla.
Can we have to pronounce it that
And
way?
also, when you even had money, you didn't even fix your sign.
Yeah, come on.
Fundraising gala in hopes of raising the money it needs to stay.
I would like to see some of the books they sell there. No, actually, I don't. I actually don't want to see it.
I would also love to see how busy this place is. I bet you it's dead. I bet you it's more money laundering shit.
No, it's just a gay sex club at night. You know I'm not. You know I'm not wrong. Here's another one for you.
It's a gay sex club during the day. What are you talking about?
One of Hollywood's brightest young stars,
It's a dude, by the way.
transgender actress Hunter
That's
Schafer.
so funny because I was literally just gonna say mid.
Yeah, I saved you.
And then, well, no, even mid, just like, but I'm like, I just see all the glam and I'm going, what's the big deal? I don't see it. Now I see why.
Taking her
She's
star
no Blair
power.
White. I get it, bro.
I told Fabricia at work that she needed to bleach her white
You're a guy.
curtains.
To TikTok.
Today,
Are we sure that's not just Pearl?
I'm not. Well, they both have penises, so again, it's
Okay,
really
yeah,
difficult to
that's
tell.
true.
Did I tell you that I saw Pearl Davis at the airport?
No.
Yeah, like I think it was not the San Antonio trip, but the trip before it.
Okay.
Might have been Vegas. We went to Vegas. I got to the airport like before you, and I was like just waiting at like one of the little bars for you to walk up, and I saw like Pearl Davis walk by, and I knew it was her because it was like a 6 foot tall woman, and built like
6
a linebacker.
foot tall, beautiful woman.
And
yeah,
I
no,
didn't
it's hard
bug.
to
I didn't
miss.
bug her because you could tell she was like late to a flight or whatever, and she was so basically she was like sauntering along. But it felt like when you first encounter the giant in Skyrim, it was like that. You know, the ground shook around her.
You had an odd boner.
Yeah, I was hard, but because of fear.
Yeah. So you shot her mammoth in the ass with an arrow, then stole her cheese.
Royce is like, I was hard as a rock, but only because I thought I took a gummy for the flight, but I accidentally ate a blue chew.
Yeah, so it was really weird.
So I was just bricked up for the whole flight.
Jet blue balls, if you ask me.
on my new passport,
It says male because Trump changed the law.
I'm sorry, dude.
You know what? We can't get in trouble. We're referring to her. What's on her legal passport? I still said her.
I know, but
Okay, I could say this though. Can I say this? This woman,
this handsome
woman has a male passport.
There you go.
That's actually
You can say that.
100% fair.
Male.
If you turn it upside down, then you can lie to yourself.
Yeah, look at that.
Huh? An M turns into a W really easily.
You could just turn it into a W in your head.
Right. Mm-hmm. Like that bottom surgery.
That change in line with a sweeping executive order President Trump signed on his first day in office.
As of tits and dicks will be separate.
Today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
And I did this because, frankly, we all want Nancy Mace to shut up. We've all had it with her. She's just a lot of this, folks, on the Twitter. We all wanted her to stop. Sorry, X, formerly known as Twitter.
Something that now has
We're also going to be cloning Spuds Buckley and bringing him back. Because we're going back. We're bringing Spuds Buckley back. Let's go.
to be reflected on official
I will
documents.
make Opie Hughes great again.
That's impossible.
Like passports.
This is real.
Like your penis.
Your girl penis. You're allowed to say girl penis.
Yeah, nice
And,
shoulders, bro.
It's happening.
Yeah, it is. It sure is.
Omar Gonzalez
I
Pagan,
believe it's called a punis.
It's a punis.
an attorney at Lambda Legal, says the order is harmful.
Yeah, but is it legal?
Yeah, but it's not. There you go.
Now, harmful's great. Is it legal?
I mean, the government does all kinds of shit that's harmful.
Yeah.
What?
They're putting fluoride in the water. I mean, come on.
We bomb
Happens
children.
when your passport changes.
It exposes them to not just outing as a transgender person, but it leaves them without that option as an accurate identification of who they are.
Yeah, okay, but we're talking about legalities, though. Guy with a communist poster behind him. Literally, look.
Oh, fuck.
Schaefer says she first changed her gender markers in her teens. Now she's using her platform to let others know
But,
this
like, do you understand if I'm, like, late for a plane, right, and I have my ID, and my ID says I'm a gay homo on it, right? And then I get to TSA, and I'm like, here you go. It's my boarding pass. And I'm like, all right, you're a gay homo, right? Like, I don't have time to sit. I'm like, all right, man, yeah, I'm a gay homo.
I would be like, yeah, look at me.
I'm sorry. Have you seen me?
Yeah, I am a gay homo.
Policy
I'm also late, so can I get on the plane?
doesn't change who she is.
Trans people are beautiful. We are.
So then, no harm, no foul then. Then you're saying it. You're saying it right there. It doesn't change who I am. What a beautiful story. So then it shouldn't be an issue.
Well, look, you overcame your own made-up problem. Congratulations. It's like when Bart took up smoking and then quit.
But he didn't. Lisa? Didn't he?
Wait, give me that money back.
I think that, you know, you brought that up twice recently, and I'm thinking back, that might be in my top like 5 episodes of
one
all
of the
time.
best.
Just the best ending ever. Didn't he, Lisa?
Didn't he, Lisa? Didn't he?
going to stop existing. I'm never going to stop being trans.
Well, I mean,
I don't care.
There's a 41% chance.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I'm sure those stats are going to be updated with the last election.
And you really can't cook those books.
No.
I promised myself I would avoid the news,
Uh-huh.
but obviously I haven't. Here's my one thought. I mean, I have many thoughts.
You're a thought.
Elon Musk, like, we need to X him.
What do we...
Whoa,
Ma'am, ma'am.
You need to Twitter him.
Ma'am. You need to we need to X formerly known as
Twitter him.
Ma'am, I don't really care what happens to you, but just my piece of advice.
Yeah.
Wherever you're going with this,
stop.
I would choose the next words I say very carefully.
We need to X him. And by X, I mean...
Say it.
Formerly known as assassination.
Look, I'm not saying it's a bad joke, but here's the thing. You can't say that.
Listen,
you're not allowed to say that.
Listen, guys, I don't want to break terms of service, okay? So I'm going to be very careful, right? But I think we need to murder Elon Musk.
Whoa!
With a gun.
You can't say that.
I meant formerly known as.
Oh, okay.
Nailed
That's
it.
fine.
That's literally what she just did. And you're like, wait, that's not. I don't think that counts.
You can't say that shit, guys. Understand, like, you cannot call for killing anybody.
This is like whenever Kevin Brennan does his streams, somebody will yell out a gay F slur or say the N word or something, and he thinks he gets around it by going, whoa, stop. You two terms of service. Terms of service. He just thinks if he says terms of service, it's like a magic rune that will protect him.
And it's someone from FBI is gonna fucking show up. I don't. That's me.
I like that she's whispering, but it's like, you're on TikTok.
Yeah, nobody cares. Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't have enough people to even investigate me at this point.
I think they will. I think they can pull one guy off, fucking make it. See, here's the thing, right? We may be laying people off, but 90% of our federal workforce was making sandwiches for illegal immigrants.
So we could send one of the sandwich
We
guys.
freed up plenty of guys.
I haven't filed my taxes in like
Oh my God! What are you doing?
Oh, she's great. She's awesome. Love her. Keep going.
Like 8 years? So you didn't do it during the Biden administration?
Virgie's like Walter White screaming in the closed SUV to Hank.
Well,
That is actually
Virgie,
really funny. She also didn't pay during Biden years.
because all of her government information says male, and that's not her, so she doesn't have to pay the taxes.
Ah, now we're cooking with gas.
Ghost law.
Ghost law.
yet. No one's covered me, so I'm gonna fucking say
Yeah,
it.
they let it build up a little bit, hun.
Yeah, I'm going to kill the president, and I don't pay my taxes. What? What are you going to do? My name is Sarah C. Roberts on TikTok. I even put my full name and middle initial in my TikTok name. And I, Sarah C. Roberts, want to murder Elon Musk with a gun, and I don't pay my taxes. Come on and bring it. Boom, 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 boom. Like by the time the video's over.
Zionist cuck. Okay, Israel gets its quail cut. Brother Cherry, I went to Florida last week, took my young daughters to Disney. We weren't expecting the trip, but opportunity opened up last minute. We love Florida. Florida rules, man. Ira Serpent, what's the name of the artist of the break song? It's called Grizzly Lo-Fi.
I'm going to kill Donald Trump, and guess what else? I got warrants out for me, and I sell pills on Facebook Marketplace.
Can't say that.
What up?
Stop! Stop!
If you want copies of credit card chips, you can hit me up on Telegram.
I make my own dabs at home. I almost blew up my spare bathroom last week.
I live in Polk County.
The last time I went on a Tinder date, he said something about voting Republican, and I feigned going to the bathroom and keyed his car, and then came out with him and pretended I didn't do it.
Oh, fuck, man.
I've been illegally funneling money to the Stacey Abrams campaign through USAID. Oh, wait, that really happened. You saw
I
that?
own 4 stolen paintings.
The Stacey Abrams USAID stuff?
Oh, she was getting some of that paper?
Oh, better than that. It's better than that.
You have it already? Or you need to grab it?
I can find it. I mean, just grab it if you can. Look, Stacey Abrams $1 billion autofills. Is that good?
What?
Oh, no.
Here you go.
I'm sorry, how much?
Mark Meredith reports from the news, North Lawn at the White House. Hey, Mark, good morning.
William and Dana, good morning to you both. The president, as he just said, is thrilled with the idea of being able to save taxpayer money housing across the country. Says without
with mindset thinking and subscription services.
Democrats warning, though, this could have impacts. We heard a letter from Senator Patty Murray who says without sufficient staff to run these programs, community and economic development projects, disaster recovery efforts, and housing across the country will be delayed and could come to a grinding halt. EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin says he's on a mission to track down billions of dollars that were either misspent or parked in accounts meant to boost liberal activists. The latest focus is on a nonprofit with ties to former Georgia Democratic gubernatorial candidate Stacey.
And she was a space president in Star Trek Discovery, don't forget.
Can I throw a little bit of a shout out to Mr. Lee Zeldin, who's one of our guys? He has been a congressman from fucking Long Island, like like a Rick Scott, like
forever.
you got like
Just
a guy
forever,
that's just
forever.
you've grown up your whole life with the guy. He has been one of the only Republicans in a heavily Democrat area for his whole career, and he has been getting the boots put to him.
Yeah, now
for
it's
his entire
payback.
career. I love that he's running the EPA. He is gonna go wild on that motherfucker.
Democratic gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams. The Free Beacon says the EPA is looking to where some $2 billion
with a B
ended up.
With a B.
Putting the Beacon writing out in their story that they have been looking into whether or not this money through the Powered Ford Communities received the Green Energy Grant, despite the fact that it was founded months earlier in late 2023 and never managed anywhere near the grants.
Do you know what it had? You know how much money was given to it? That it had the contributions it had before the $2 billion of taxpayer money? $100. It only had a $100 contribution before the $2 billion from USA.
Dollar figure. Now, Abrams just this week was pretty vocal on X, saying she's no fan of these Doge cuts.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
Look to see if this
All I'm
group
saying is, right, like if I had a $2 billion commitment from the government, and then I might lose that $2 billion, I would be pretty pissed.
I'd be pretty pissed.
I'd be mildly upset.
responds to the accusation about the money being misspent. And we're also looking to see if the president talks about what it's been like as he marks 1 month in office.
So anyway, that's the Stacey Abrams thing.
Dude, $2 billion?
$2 billion.
Did she get the money, or was it earmarked, or was it like?
I don't know. I don't know. This is. Here you go.
What?
It's Hialeah, dude. Just keep that in mind when you're about to hear this.
Right now, yet another case of a bird being taken in Hialeah.
Yo,
Mersh.
Yo.
What do you think?
Yo.
What about the black girl?
I knew you were gonna do that.
Yeah,
that
and
old
this comes
gag.
She's fine.
She is fine.
Yeah, we pulled her up before.
I mean,
that's not even like
she might not gag. Called her an old gag. She might.
That is
Or some of
not
those-
like that. That ain't even like if you're into black chicks trick. That's a fucking.
No, that's a Royce
You're a
trick, too.
straight gay guy if you don't want to fuck her.
Situations recently all around the very same area. Local 10's Andrew Perez joining us live with more on this one. Andrew.
That's the thing. It's hard to see so many different cases within blocks of each other, a bizarre crime at that, and not think that they're connected. Luckily, we got a bird's eye view of all of these crimes.
He said bird's eye view.
It's the Hialeah heist we did not see coming. Didn't think it would trend like this. But again, another bird napping.
Yo lo había puesto hacía un ratito afuera porque lo puse para que cogiera un poquito de sol.
Beatriz Mestril tells us by phone in Spanish she had just put her yellow canary
Look at the canary with the broccoli.
Maximo
Hey.
outside for some fresh air. Not even 10 minutes had passed by.
Le tengo mucho cariño.
I care about him a lot. Our pets are like our children. He belongs to my daughter,
That's
and
a
kids
bird.
also suffer when they lose their pets.
Also, so you leave your child just sitting outside?
Stops and then
It's Hialeah, probably.
Yeah.
versus off West 41st Street in Hialeah. You see a passenger pop out and casually go on upstairs. Why are they he goes for the cage. and
I don't know.
Is it a lot? Are they worth a lot of money?
If you-
I mean,
yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, dude, that little fucker right there is like $300.
Like
Down
those,
for a
like
bit.
the most, one of the more common ones is the green conjure, which is like one of those ones you could just go get at PetSmart. Like everyone has them, and those are like $350, $400. Like these birds are fucking expensive, dude.
Yeah,
but then
dude.
takes off with that songbird.
And bird people are fucking weird. They'll just buy them.
Dude, and an African gray, you're talking like $4,000.
Tom Rose Mercedes says Crow donated the Tesla money to NPR. Yeah, like I said, Ukraine.
Unnecessary, so low.
There was this climbing crook we first reported scaling balconies after spotting Miriam Cruz's two birds. He climbed back down with their cage and took off on a moped.
She was like crying. She was.
Well, you don't like this beautiful woman?
Like she couldn't believe it.
Blocks away, another case at Janet Pet Shop and Supply. $1,500 worth between the bird and the cage taken. Workers shocked and wanting to know if these are targeted attacks or if these crooks are just winging it.
Well, they're stealing birds, so yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty targeted.
Yeah, they're targeting birds.
They're stealing birds.
All right, this is fun. This one's funny.
Oh, I remember this one.
Well, there's an update.
Well, right now, some trouble for a newly opened Center City restaurant. The business owner claims she's being bullied by neighbors, harassed, who simply are not happy her business is there. Chubby Chicks opened up shop on Walnut Street. Our Alex George spoke with the owner about what all is happening here.
This small business just opened up 2 months ago, but in that time, they say they've received dead rodents on their door, complaints made to their landlord, and even received comments that their business doesn't belong in a prestigious neighborhood.
My life savings,
What is Chubby Chicks?
my home, all that's wrapped up into this business. So it's not just oh, if I have to go. No.
By the way, look at the error on the owner.
1111.
1111. Yeah.
It would be devastating.
Chubby Chicks just opened up at 1111
Oh no, that's the thing.
Walnut Street 2
Oh my
months
God,
ago.
It really is called that. What a stupid name.
It's a place where people come to eat brunch and celebrate.
We do karaoke on the weekend.
But what's the problem?
On Saturdays and
No.
Sundays.
The people that are mad there. It's not because they have brunch and karaoke. What's the problem?
So it's so much fun. It's inclusive. You come here and you be yourself, and that's what
You
everything
come here
is
and you be yourself.
about here.
But since opening, owner Shakira Turner says things haven't been great.
We're basically not too welcomed here. I thought that we would be.
She says the neighbors have made several complaints to the landlord, requiring her lawyer to get involved.
They're saying that we're playing unusual music, that we're playing
You are.
that riffraff is coming out of here.
There is.
There is.
And that's just not true. We're open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. during the week, and they were saying that we were playing music to 2 a.m. We're not even here. And even going as far as saying that one of us was on the roof of their building at 2 a.m.
Bro, the way she answers it is like fucking when they get caught shoplifting and the cops
Yeah.
like, hey, so why you rushing out the store?
Just basically putting in false claims to my landlord.
I don't buy
which,
it.
really stirred.
I don't buy it. There's something
Yeah,
else.
there's something bullshit about
Nothing
this.
about what you're saying. Where is this? Is it in Philly? I doubt it.
Also, can I point out the way she's like, yeah, and these people are bitching that this small business opened up. Yeah, because if you're another small business along a main drag like this, if there's one thing you love, it's empty shops.
Yeah.
Like if there's one thing you want businesses to get forced out of the neighborhood so that there's no foot traffic downtown. It's good for all the businesses.
Up some issues.
She says she's even had one-on-one confrontations.
And I even had someone tell me to my face that, how did I get here? Did I use my drug dealer baby daddy's money?
Well, did you?
I think she's lying. I think she's lying, though.
Also, you're getting really defensive about the answer. You know what I'm saying?
So
lady?
it's hurtful. It's extremely hurtful.
Because he never got prosecuted. He took a plea deal. So technically, he's not a felon. He
Yeah,
was
see-
dropped down to a misdemeanor.
See, technically, he took an alpha plea, so he never quite admitted guilt, but he did admit the state had enough evidence.
And since, she says issues have continued, including stolen signs, food left on her back door, someone entering the business and flooding
There's
the basement
gotta be
multiple
more to this
times,
story.
plus leaving dead rodents at the storefront.
Someone's left a rat 3 times in front of our building. So after us getting them up, throwing them away, thinking that maybe it was a fluke, it was every single day.
A video detailing the situation at Chubby Chicks is gaining traction on social media, asking the community to come and support the business.
This is a lie. They're
all made
they're
up
making this
to
up.
get more
They're
business.
making this up
Your
to get
business
more
is failing.
business.
Your business is failing.
Yeah, mad about a restaurant that's over is pretty insane. No. How are you making money only be open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.?
Yeah, that alone is going to kill you.
Yeah, I'm
Royce-
reading the reviews and they absolutely serve dinner. So
I sent you a photo of the guys that actually did this. They found the guys. This is
Okay.
a photo of them. It just got released.
Okay, thanks, man.
I'm getting
All right.
I think I knew we were being had.
Yeah.
Dirty work. Great
Dirty
reference.
work. Dirty. What a great movie. Fuck. Okay, did you see this one? Have you seen this?
Oh no, it's Donnell Rawlings melting down again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody
Yes.
wants to do this business like, you know what?
I'm going to do a show. I'm going to do 2 seconds. Everybody's going to know me. You can't outboo me. You can't outboo me.
I mean, they can.
They're doing it. They're doing a good job, Ashley Larry.
You can't outboo me. I don't give a fuck about a boo. I'm telling y'all real shit. You can't outboo me. I don't give a fuck. What I'm saying is, listen, I'm not mad.
You seem mad.
It's worse. Listen, it ain't so much worse. Let me explain something to you. Y'all can boo me. Listen.
Boo.
Boo. You listen, let me tell you something. I'll say this. I'm not going to leave like that.
You're not Chappelle, they're chanting.
Oof.
I'm going to answer your question.
All right, so comedian Donnell Rawlings threw another temper tantrum recently when he was judging this roast battle where pretty much everybody turned on him. It was rough. Like, he's always trying to convince people that he didn't actually walk off, which isn't really doing him any favors at this point because every time he talks
This is when he walked off of Kill Tony.
about it, he just makes it even more embarrassing for himself. He went on Rogan's podcast and started coping over it, which Rogan called him out on. Then he had Tony on his podcast, and he was trying to convince him that he had a dinner to go to. That's why he left. But Tony didn't buy it for a second. And he said he has video proof of Donnell just hanging out outside the club after he left. And he said he was just chilling at this fire station. But Donnell, he refuses to accept it. He just will never admit that he got too offended and he had to walk off.
But you have created an environment where you have people that misunderstood a situation and they won't stop harassing me.
We've had over, I think over 1,000 great comedians sit on that panel on the show, and no one's ever walked off. We've had a lot of bucket pools try to walk off the stage. We've had characters walk off the stage, but we've never had actual professional comedians walk off. So you're one of a kind. You're
So what are you trying to say? You know where I went, son. I told you. I said I had a prior engagement. You knew this, Tony.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, it wasn't a casting call.
Oh.
Donnell Rawlings talks like he got a special kind of CTE where he's just always mentally in a movie theater.
Yeah. He's always in a Medea movie.
You knew this.
That engagement was at like 10 p.m. Our show
Donnell
started at
Rawlings got me in trouble at Caroline's Comedy Club one time.
Why? What happened?
It's the only time. It's the only time I ever met him, and we were doing a show at Caroline's, and I was going up like second to last, and it was one of those things. It was like a showcase, so like any famous comedian could just show up and be like, "I want to do a couple minutes." So we were in the green room, and I kept asking Bob, the guy who booked the show, I'm like, when am I up? When am I up? Because I'm dying for a fucking cigarette. I just want to go smoke a cigarette and I'll be back. And he's like, I wouldn't go smoke. You're coming up pretty shortly. And I was like, fuck, okay. And I was just fiending for a cigarette. Donnell Rawlings comes in the back and he's like, hey, what's going on, man? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh shit, you're Donnell Rawlings, man. Fucking very cool, man. He's like, yeah, I'm about to get on stage. Da, da, da. And he's like, oh, you got a lighter? And I was like, yeah. And he just pulls out a Newport and fucking lights it in the green room. And he's just, oh man. And then he just goes, do I look fucked up right now? And I was like, and all I got out of my mouth was, and he goes, God damn it, they're gonna be able to tell I'm fucked up. And he just starts taking a few drags of the cigarette, and then they're like, Donnell Rawlings! And he threw the cigarette into the sink.
And then
like,
you got in
lit,
trouble.
And ran out the door, and I was like, I grabbed the cigarette, and I'm like, and I tried to sneak off like 3 drags, and as I was putting the cigarette out, Bob the Booker walked in, and he's like, who the fuck is smoking in here? I was like, but it was him though. But it was, and nobody spoke up for me. I got yelled at Caroline's. It was very funny. I got a picture with him and everything too. But
you left at about, I don't know, 8:50, 8:55. You had some time to kill. So there you are, spinning down a fireman's pole.
I wasn't spinning no Diddy. I didn't spin down no fuck. Did I spin? That's on the video.
He's a crazy person.
Don't do this to me.
I started taking some shots at him, which Donnell wasn't handling well, and he couldn't come up with any good response to it. So you could tell right from the start this was not going to go well for him.
I love you.
I love you, Donnie.
I knew you when you had hair. Nigga. Don't do this to me.
I knew you when you had jokes.
Oh!
Wow. Ouch.
But it does get worse.
I love you, Donnell. Shit. We gotta do 5 roast battles.
See the guy sitting at the far end, like the little white guy on the far end?
Yeah.
He gets something. Just keep an eye on him. He says something.
Battles.
Trump USA and that nigga's jokes.
Trump ended USA and that nigga's jokes. That's a good line.
That's very funny.
I'm sorry.
Yo, that was me. You're a narcissist.
You're the one dressed like a dental assistant, not me.
Teddy, don't laugh. You my nigga. Don't laugh, son. Damn. Jeff, you know what?
Let him bring out the first battle.
Okay, Jeff, you know
Hang
what?
out. We got
We're
time.
going to talk later.
All right. Donnell's dressed like a s'mores.
God, that's good. That was
That's not right.
The first battle. What's the first battle?
Oh my God, us versus Donnell. Shit.
Donnell's a legend in this room. Come on, Brian.
I know.
Let's go.
So it was a rough start, and it only went downhill from there. They did the first roast battle, and the comedians were not doing very good. So Jeff, he made a joke about it. Then Donnell just started going off about how shitty the comedians are and how they're never going to make it. But he wasn't even trying to be funny about it. He's basically just like, these guys suck. Let's move on. Like they were, and if nobody cuts him off, forward through it. And he's just not very funny. I mean, it's funny to laugh. Funnier than him. He's good at just.
Sir. Sorry. Jeff, can we just stop? Sorry. That great thing going on. They're not going to make it. Get them out of here.
All right.
He's got to be on some shit, man.
All right, get him out of here.
Hell yeah.
Donnell, you're.
Tell a joke. See this, bro. I'm a real nigga. I'm not going to let these niggas think they got a future.
You don't have a future, dude.
No, he does, because Chappelle still keeps him on life support.
You got an opportunity, you have 5 minutes. You want 5 minutes, or you want a career? 5 minutes, get it. Crack jokes on me. Give them their 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes.
Who? You have no power in Hollywood. Like, he's talking like he's like some power broker.
Talking about a career,
He's
not 5
Chappelle's
minutes.
proxy.
Give him 5 minutes.
You go first.
He goes everywhere, like acting as if he's Chappelle's proxy.
Is that 5 minutes of black people time?
Power
or
broke
what?
up.
Is that for me?
You go first. Is that 5 minutes of black people time or what?
That's a good line. Everyone's laughing at him.
So the show just started, and Donnell's already causing a scene. I don't know why he did this to begin with, if this is how he's going to act. You know, it's like he believes he's too good for the show, or he's above it or something, and the host has to tell him to chill at one point.
All right, here's the part I want to get to right here.
You said, whoever you said, I'm not Chappelle. You know what? I'm not Chappelle. But guess what?
What can you possibly say after that? What can he say? What's going to be the cope?
I did. I made Chappelle's show what the fuck it was.
Yeah, did you?
You could have been replaced by fucking Wayne Brady.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle and Neil Brennan made the Chappelle Show
Yeah,
what it
not
is.
you, dude. You were Ashy Larry. Calm down, dude. Oh my God, that's cringe. What he said was
Charlie
fucking
Murphy
terrible. Yeah.
was a bigger part of Chappelle's show.
Ashy Larry.
Oh no.
Ashy Larry.
Hey, how long they roast battle?
How
What
long
you gonna
did this
do?
go on for?
How long they roast battle?
The
It would
fact
be
that
over
Too Lazy to Try is having to do the fast forward button is bad.
If you shut up.
All right.
Come
First off,
What did he say? Hold on. What did he say?
hey, how long they roast battle? What you gonna do? How long they roast battle?
It would be over if you'd shut up.
Good line.
All right. First off, nigga, you're whack.
You're a comic. You're whack.
Fucking got me, dude. No, I'm gonna tell you this. You're whack. As a comedian,
How can he not read the fucking room by now?
like you wanna fuck with me?
Well, I mean, illiteracy is high in the African American community.
But I mean, how does he not? All these years of being on stage, how do you not read the room and understand everyone fucking is not feeling you right now?
Drugs? Like you said
He's
earlier,
gotta-
I
he's
think
gotta
it's
be on
drugs. I
something,
feel like
yeah.
it's drugs.
He's
You're
struggling
whack.
with some.
This
You
is a
know
good
I
platform.
wrote a TV show you were on, right?
So what?
You know I wrote a TV show you were on. That's funny. Who is this guy?
So what? You're whack. So what? You're whack. Y'all can laugh. Listen.
Yeah, that's comedy. It's a comedy club.
Donnell, come on.
Jeff, don't do this.
Yeah, Jeff, don't you do this.
I have to support what I'm saying right now. You know what?
Walk off. You're good at it.
They got parking meters. It millions half this audience.
You know what? Battle. All right. Good.
He is a lot like Chappelle. He just leaves when he's under contract.
So then he leaves for a second, but probably got flashbacks to his Kill Tony appearance and decides to come back.
Maybe he had another dinner to go to. You know, there's a lot of dinners you got to eat at least once a day.
But he just continues to be annoying as hell.
And if you don't show up, your open table score goes down. So you got to show up.
Open table score. You're an ass.
Like, now he starts being all sarcastic and praising everyone and acting like they're all the best comedians ever, which you can tell Jeff is starting to get really annoyed about and embarrassed himself.
Everything, but like this.
People saying that he walked off.
I've been around a lot of comedians and everything, but like this is the future right here. And what you supporting?
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
you guys got it.
Yo, no, it's happening right now.
Jeff
like God is good. I tell you,
Come
it's
on,
like,
we had fun.
Jeff, you're trying to. Jeff, what I'm saying is, when I watched like
last time I saw Jeffrey Ross this nervous was when that chick brought up the Polaroids.
Like it just fucking blew me out of my fucking. It's you guys got. Yo, let me tell you, I'm telling you.
There's 3 great battles coming up.
Jeff. Boom.
All right, the judges have spoken, Brian.
All right, audience, y'all ripped the shit, and the only thing I was trying to say was the passion y'all had is what
a dick.
What this is about. Y'all
Appreciate
fucking
that, King.
killed that shit. Y'all too
I'm
funny.
guessing he just gets fucked up for all these gigs, and it's just it's a roll of the dice if you're gonna get a good version of the bad version of him.
Can I throw something out there? A little theory?
Sure.
So, you know how he walked off, but he came back? I don't think it was because he was embarrassed. I think he was making an excuse to leave to go hit a crack rock and come the fuck back.
It's possible.
Maybe.
We're not saying he is or isn't, but
He's way more fucked up now than he was before.
No s'more. I mean, no more.
No s'more.
All right, you want to win on the jokes. I don't want to be funny.
Well, then you're doing a great job. Honestly, then if that's your goal, you're fucking A+.
But it's a comedy show.
What I'm saying is,
all right.
Don't worry about it.
Mission accomplished. You got it, baby.
Whatever.
And then he drunkenly rambled on for another 5 minutes about nothing. So he just hijacked the whole show. You know, they also had to fast forward probably like 10, 15 minutes of him just incoherently rambling. So I think pretty much everybody turned on him by the end because he's just being so obnoxious. I mean, the audience.
They can't starve you. Give this to Virgie for the mammoth cheese joke, please. No.
You know what Donnell
Not
needs
how
to
that
go
works.
on now?
Hmm?
You know what Donnell needs to go next? He's got to go on Matan.
Oh, that'd be great. Man, you know, he has the capacity to be worse than Brendan, and I'll explain why. A lot of stuff that Brendan does is because he's stupid. You know?
Yeah, but when was the last time you saw Brendan Schaub throw a fucking tantrum?
That's my point.
Yeah, and hijack a show over it. Like, he's just a fucking mushmouth CTE idiot who's like, you know, lies about what a good guy he is. Yeah. It's any MMA
Mersh,
fighter.
he was on Matan.
Was he?
He was on Matan.
When?
Well, he's got to go back.
Royce here, DMs, man. There you go.
I didn't even
I'll send it to you too, Mersh.
Why do you think it is your people have such poor impulse control?
All right, well, we're going to have to watch this tomorrow because we don't got time today. Guys, thank you for listening. Kill Dotson says, milk dud headed ass nigga. Guys, thank you for listening. We appreciate it. Please sign up for our locals. Please sign up for our locals, revengeassist.locals.com or patreon.com/we're-not-sorry. $7 a month gets you all of our premium content. And it also gets you the podcast ad-free, which is right after this. If you want the audio-only version without any commercials, head over to Patreon and our locals.
You want to be part of the Cool Dudes Club?
That's right.
That's how you do it.
There's a bunch of dudes in a room jerking off.
Being cool.
Ampumus said, yo, thank you. Thank you so much. Nightwave?
Night wait tonight at 10.
Go ahead.
Even if I didn't do that, you were gonna do
Yeah,
that.
probably.
10 o'clock, I'll see.
10 o'clock. And then
Jerk.
Bessie, you're next.
Yes.
Fergie tonight.
Yeah, absolutely doing something. I have no fucking idea what.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Bye.